Hello, my name is Sajjad Karim. I am your MEP. With all of the fantastic changes that your school has undergone, I am really pleased to see that you are maintaining the tradition of celebrating Europe Day. I'm speaking to you from the European Parliament in Brussels. The world is fast changing, and it's necessary that you are properly equipped and you are fully aware of these changes as they are happening. And here in the European Parliament, we are doing what we can to make sure that Europe is best placed to face all of those challenges as we go into the future. I hope you have a fantastic Europe Day. I hope that this time next year I can come and actually be a part of it again. And more than that, I actually look forward at some stage very soon to be able to welcome a delegation from QUEX actually out here in Brussels in the European Parliament. Happy Europe Day.
My name is Sajjad Karim. I represent the northwest of England. I have the most amazing football clubs in my area. I have Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Everton, Burnley Football Club, Blackburn Rovers, Bolton Wanderers, Preston North End, and the list goes on. So when I'm asked which team do I support, I simply have to say I'm a fan of football.
Sajjad Karim was born in 1970 in Lancashire, northwest England. He has always had a strong interest in politics.
I'm now 43 years old. This is my 10th year here in the European Parliament. I am professionally qualified as a solicitor before I entered into European politics. But I decided to come into European politics based upon two reasons, and there were two defining moments for my generation. One was the release of Nelson Mandela from prison, and the other was the coming down of the Berlin Wall. And in 2004, when we had the Eastern European countries coming into the European Union, that was far too big an opportunity to pass on. I wanted to be able to play a role at this defining moment in European politics, and I've been extremely privileged to have had that opportunity.
In 2009, Saj was promoted to the Conservative front bench in the European Parliament as the Legal Affairs spokesperson. As well as his involvement in legal affairs, Saj sits on the Committee of Industry, Research and Energy. He is a member of the ECR with the British Conservatives.
This is now my 10th year here in the European Parliament. I really don't know where the time has gone, but I'm really quite satisfied with some of the achievements that I've been able to make since I've been here on behalf of the United Kingdom, on behalf of Europe as a whole, and indeed on behalf of the northwest of England. That we bring decision making as close as we possibly can to the citizen. And now, following my report and the vote on it, national parliaments are going to have the right to have their say on legislation as and when it comes forward from the Commission.
Everybody say Malala. Malala!
But I think the most significant individual that I have hosted in the European Parliament to date has got to be Malala. She won the Sakharov Prize, and it really was a pleasure to host her and to introduce her to so many of my colleagues from all different political groups from this Parliament. And what really struck me about her was, despite her very young age, she is clearly a young lady with vision, not just for herself, not just for her country, but for girls and women like her. She has a mission. She wants to make sure that they all have the opportunity of an education. This is a very noble cause that she has, and Europe will stand by her in delivering that. Is absolutely serious about developing its relationship with Pakistan, but doing so in a way whereby some of the weaknesses that we see in Pakistan are being addressed. Reform of the European Union is much needed. Citizens right across the European Union, for a variety of reasons, are asking that they are provided with leadership from Europe. What we're doing here is making sure that our small and medium-sized enterprises are allowed to become free of the shackles of regulation. You know, when UKIP members think nothing of taking the floor and insulting people on a personal basis, or even worse than that, insulting whole nations, simply in order to be able to flag wave and grandstand back home, That leaves us in a very difficult situation. The way to get headlines there is to be irresponsible in the way that some of the people that are sent here are.
A tear was found between Islamabad and Lahore following the intervention of a British MEP, something he wishes had happened months ago.
One of the big personal regrets that I have about this case is that I wish I had known 3.5 years ago, because there is nothing that I have done now that I couldn't have done 3.5 years ago.
In May 2014, Sajjad Karim wants to be re-elected as a member of the European Parliament.
At a European Union level, you cannot just appear here and within a 5-year timescale expect to do anything in terms of delivery. I have now delivered in this parliamentary term on a number of initiatives that I had started in my first parliamentary term. There is a huge amount of work that I wish to carry on, and I hope that the people of my constituency in my country will once again regain their confidence in order to come back and serve on the platform for which I have been elected.